All right, so I'm going to show you how to essentially print line of block adoption with the new updated RSI strategy. So you can go to this total sign right here, and RSI is right here. So what you want to do is you want to go to RSI, go to styles, and make sure that it is 78 for the overbought line and 22 for the oversold line. Okay, so this is originally 30 and 70. So you want 10 and 78 and 22. These are the real the overbought and oversold levels. Okay. So essentially, we're just going to be looking through some of these right here, um, and just do some live trades, right? So you can see what's happening in real time. So here, this recently hit the 22, and it might be going back down to the 22 again. If it does, it might be a decent buy opportunity for, let's say, a minute. I think it's a decent buy opportunity. I'll do that. It's a minute trade right here. So it hit that 22, right? And now it's climbed back up. So it hit it previously right here. And now it's a buy sign. Everything is kind of going up. It's pretty decent signals all around. It's just a matter of if it can still stay above this line after 35 seconds. That's the question, okay? Because sometimes it'll go up and it go right back down, right? Like a little parabola, okay? So hopefully that's what we don't want. So here we see a few signals that might be going down. I don't think it has enough momentum to go down that much, but let's see how close of the call it'll be, okay? Okay, under 10 seconds stuck. Sometimes I'll do like, 30 seconds here or something around that, but this one was a profit. I see right there. Made some good money. Now let's go over these. Everything is mostly in milk, as you can see. When you try to look for something, it's not there, right? Okay. This one might be approaching levels that are pretty decent. So I think this will climb up a little bit more, potentially. Let's see. So right now it's around the 72 range. I think it has a little bit of room left. Let's see. There we go. There we go. It's approaching. It's approaching. So you see me a little bit more, then it should be decent to trade. There's also a crossover that's happening here very soon as well. As you see right there. And now it's starting to have the sell signs. So I think it's a decent sell opportunity, especially with the crossover there. Okay. So I think everything is kind of signaling that it will go down. So I think it has a pretty decent chance of going down. As you see right here, parabolic SCR is above the candlesticks. That means it's signaling that it will go down. Okay, so now there's some mixed signals. So now MACD is saying that it has some potential upside. So it's really mixed signals. So this trade is it's really the gray territory here. So let's see. This channel is all about transparency. I show you all the wins. I show you all the losses, right? Okay. And this might now get to the 78. So we lost that trade right there. Well, I do another trade. It just has to get to this 78 range first. And then if it does, then it's going to be a decent opportunity to put a sell move. Okay. But as you see right there, that is what happens when you don't stick to your exact strategy. So I just saw that there was a crossover happening right there. And it did fall for quite a bit. It's just it didn't fall for that long, right? Because it has a huge uptrend. So if it does fall, it's going to have a very short selling period. So yeah. This one almost hit that that line right there. So gonna see this one has a potential, but has this spike back up again. So I might actually transition over to stocks. Let's see if there's any action happening there. Johnson Johnson hit that 78 there. Now it's going down quite a bit. So missed that opportunity, but there are some good trades around. Definitely around the stocks. Donald's potentially has a chance to go into the. Right now it's around the 70, I think. Almost. So it's either going to fall down here with a little bit, right? So I think potentially just doing a 15-second sell there could work. Okay. So that's just because it didn't. So this might be a little glitchier, but and so we profited there. So I didn't want to do, a big trade there because it's very short-lived. As you see, it's going back up now. Just because when something falls at a 70 range, it's a very short-lived kind of sell, right? It's 15 seconds typically, or something around that. So you don't want to do long-term trades, but like what I mean long-term, I mean a minute. So you don't want to do minute trades and those kind of things. But if you see like it goes, oh yeah, here's going to be good trade opportunity. So here, already 78, right? Great opportunity, great opportunity. I might actually put in a few more. So I'm gonna put in like about $1,000, right? Just because I'm quite confident that it will go down. So it's gonna go up a little bit, and then it's gonna hedge downwards. Okay. This could be seen as like the finale. Okay. Everything turns out okay. Okay. Going up and down. Just literally on the lines right now. So it might lose the first one here, but I'm fairly confident that these other two will win, or I might win all of them. Let's see. We won the first one there. Okay, just going down quite a bit now, and finale, right? Got those big wins. Okay, so I hope you liked that video. So this is the RSI strategy, the new updated strategy, right? You just need the 78.22, and so yeah, that's really about it. So if it hits the 78, then you put a sell in. If it's a 22, put a buy in. Okay. If it hits the 70, you can fairly safely put a 15-second sell in. If it's a 30, you can fairly safely put a 15-second buy in. Okay, it's not going to be as certain. It's more volatile, but with if it hits like the 78, right? It's you're fairly certain it's gonna dip down within a minute. That's like fairly certain, especially on the 5-second candlesticks. Okay, so that's what these are right here. Just very short-term trading, very short-term scalping. So if you want to trade with Falcon option, you can go to becoin.net. Okay, and becoinnet is a really great resource for all traders. Right, you can see actively what's going to go up, what's going to go down for the next minute, for the next 5 minutes, for the next 15 minutes. Okay, so if you're a day trader, really great resource, and you can also get 50% off on your first deposit when you click this link right here. You can also just go to the homepage and just click and just try to find Pocket option, right? So look at this one right here, and it's a really fast registration process. Takes literally 10 seconds. So you're going to take 2 seconds. Just like click this, Google, and done, right? So go to becoinnet, get 50% off on pocket option, and use it as a resource to do day trading if you'd like as well. Happy trade.